Hey, welcome back in the huddle. It's week 11, and we got a good episode for y'all today. I'm Gustavo. What's up, Scotland?
I do, y'all.
Had a pain Mansfield.
Man, taking care of me. Taking care of me, man.
So it's been a crazy week. A lot of injuries. It's pretty brutal out there. I was just
Man,
watching the game a few minutes ago, and I saw Lamar went out for a few snaps.
yep, yep. No
Is he
one
is
is
he back
safe.
in?
Yep, he came back
Okay,
in.
but Andrews is gone.
Yeah. And I feel like that happens every year for him. Like at some point in the season, he gets hurt,
It,
unfortunately.
that's the cards, man. The cards we dealt. Um, And then we lost a big one in Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
Didn't see that coming at all. Last minute, real sneaky.
Super crazy. Yeah, I didn't expect to see that. And now all I'm seeing on social media how it was the worst trade ever. That's
Right. So
all
I was gonna
that's
ask you
trending.
about that.
Yeah, it's been trending on social media how it's and there's just looking like there's no upside for it.
I mean,
And
you paid him all that money,
what the Texans did with those picks was outstanding. Like
right? So they got Kenyon Green the guard. They got Will
Will
Anderson,
Anderson
who's a
too.
beast,
Yep.
and then Tank Dell is turning out to be a beast as well. And they still
Right.
have a first and a fourth for next year.
Right. So it's like, God damn. Them niggas gave up everything.
Yeah, and I mean, I get it though because the idea of Deshaun returning back to his old form is appealing, but so right
Yeah.
now it's not seeming like it's gonna be that way.
Not at all, especially after an injury. Like it seems like every time he starts to pick up the pace, something goes wrong. And so that might be what his career is starting to look like.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But
Uh,
you got some players coming off of IR though. You got Devon Achan, Pat Firemouth, and Khalil Herbert coming back, and I think Jefferson is one more week.
yeah, yeah. One more week, I think. And Khalil Herbert, they were saying he had some shin injuries, as well, like a new injury that came out of nowhere. So I don't even know if he's gonna play again. And he practiced
Man,
last week, so it's just the injuries continue.
but I need him. I, I need. I, I'm grabbing for straws right now, man. I need Herbert to come back. I've been counting on him to come back and at least be a solid RB2-ish, maybe three with some
Yeah,
upside. But I need
I
him.
a lot of people had high hopes for him, and it just has not been his year. I thought with David Montgomery leaving, he would kind of pick up those numbers with the opportunity, but it just hasn't panned out for
Yeah, it's been tough go. I mean, there's a lot of backs in that backfield too. It's just been
him. Yeah,
it's hard to pick who's going to be good that particular week.
e-
So I'm hoping nobody
exactly.
comes back that they take the Deontay Foreman and put him back on the active list. But he's been playing too well at this point. They can't just deactivate him. It's probably Rashawn Johnson if anything.
Right.
So yeah, let's go into some of these recent trades. So I traded away Bryce Young for Josh Downs. And I didn't want to make that trade at first because I needed Bryce Young for this week against Chris. I only have
Yeah.
one QB, but I figured it's Chris, so I may not
Unofficial
need
bye
it.
week.
I don't want to count my chickens, but I figured I might not need it, and I could use Josh down the stretch. Say for
I think you're
God forbid I
safe.
make a stretch for the playoffs,
Yeah,
but I
I
have a
think you
2 game
should
winning
probably.
streak.
Hey man, I
You know what I'm
take the
saying?
chance too. I take the chance too.
Every move I make from this point forward is me taking a chance. High upside players. I mean, like I said last time, I'm swinging for the fence. I may miss, but I got to do what I got to do to get to the top. To
Right.
compete with you and like Ray and Quan, I need some numbers. If you have a low floor, I don't care. If you got a high ceiling, then you on my team.
I mean, that's true.
Team full of hopefuls.
That's all you can do, especially this year. Like, I feel like I'm one injury away from being in the same like type of phase. So
Yeah.
that's just how it's panning out.
And then we got Josh Dobbs for Pacheco. I thought it was a pretty solid trade. The Dobbs have been balling out, and Pacheco actually has been doing a lot better than, like I said before, a lot better than I expected him this year. And I think that's a pretty solid trade.
I don't know. I don't know.
You didn't like it?
I don't know if it made that much sense to me, but that's not my
It would have made
team.
more sense if you had made that trade before making a trade with me,
Yeah,
BK, because it would now he made a trade after that fact, so now that extra quarterback.
right.
But it is what it
So
is.
I
I
mean,
can't. I
it's you
can't.
pick your poison at this point.
Right. And then the latest trade was Jalen Warren for Brock Purdy, and I tried to trade with Mario as well. I saw that he needed the quarterback, and
He was
I
hunting.
picked up. You know it, and I grabbed PJ Walker, and I saw he wasn't gonna play. So then I grabbed DTR, and I said, "Look, I'll give you both of them in case something happened. I'll give you both of them for D Hop." And he was thinking about it way too hard. Got hear from him all day, and then
You
by
know
the
how
end
it
of the day,
goes.
yeah. If you don't hear from him immediately, said no.
Right.
I got busy. I meant to counter back. It was something different, but I got busy with no life. And then next thing you know, I saw the thing come through with him and Chase, and I was like, Chase got to go first.
Yeah.
But it was a better trade than I would have got. I mean, Brock Purdy was better than the DTR or PJ Walker. So, I mean,
Right.
it was a solid
So
trade.
absolutely.
I can't knock him. I mean, I can't knock him. I still told him, like, fuck you. But same time,
Speaking of
I
fuck
get it.
you, speaking of fuck you, the Bills fired their OC, Ken Dorsey.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I'm not a fan.
You're not fan of them. They need to change. The Bills' offense is horrible right now. Well, not horrible compared
No,
to
they're
other offenses, but
not.
like
They were a
they're
top
not the
10
Bills.
scoring. They were top 10 scoring offense. And they were like third in efficiency. It was
Yeah,
just
but
turnovers.
yeah, he's been doing a lot of more
I think that's
interceptions.
more Josh Allen than the offense.
But are the
He's got,
Bills looking for top 10 or top 3? Like, do the Bills want to be a top 10 offense or a top like 3 offense? Like, they don't strive for top 10.
but his turnovers, no matter what, is not going to make it a like top 3 offense. Like
I think
he just has the gunslinger mentality. Like that's not going to dictate whether they produce in an offense if they keep turning the ball over.
so. Do you think that it was the head coach's way of trying to cover his ass? Like something got to give, so somebody got to
Yeah,
go. So
especially at
OC can go
5 and
first.
5. Yeah, especially at 5 and 5.
He got to show something though, because I mean, like, he got to show proof from this point.
Right. I mean, and that's the risk you take when you're at the head of the chain.
Yeah. Um. And speaking of the head, Mac Jones might be out.
Man, they were talking about he doesn't have the locker room anymore. Like guys are
Yeah.
just over him.
Who has Mac Jones in our league? I want to say it's Eamon. I think he has Mac Jones and Kenny Pickett. So he's not really strong like QB, but
I actually have Mac Jones.
yeah, Mac Jones. Okay,
Yeah.
so then you hurting then. But
But
you
that's
got
why I
four
kept.
QBs though.
Yeah, and I got Zach Wilson, who's just like a body at this point, but at least somebody plays.
Facts.
He'll get me some points, hopefully. So
Then you have who else you have?
Baker, Jared Goff, and Dak.
Oh yeah, of course you have Dak. I forgot. You're
Thank you
welcome.
again. Thank you again. Thank you again.
Speaking of quarterbacks, so I see that Frank Wright was taking over for play calling for Carolina, and I'm wondering if you think you would see any change with that offense.
No,
Because
because he was 0-6 when he first was calling the offense.
exactly. So I
And then
saw
he
that
gave
early.
yeah, like and then y'all
Yeah,
won a couple of games when you weren't calling the offense. So it's
right.
like, what are you doing? I don't know.
And
But I just
and
think
and
there's not enough talent. There's not enough talent.
there isn't no. And I
Like,
think Bryce Young is not going to do any better than he did before. Like even before when he was calling those plays, I was looking at his total fantasy points, and they were pretty much the same. There was no difference between the two play callers, so I don't see much difference for him happening at all. You're right; they
yeah,
need more receivers, and they need a solid running back.
right.
But I mean, it's. I understand that he's trying to find some spark. You know what I mean? I think it's more for the fan base than it's for anything else.
I just don't understand how he keeps on getting head coaching jobs. I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't understand. Don't coaches usually have to go back to being like a DC?
Yeah, you'd be your OC somewhere.
Yeah.
Teams.
Yeah, and then they'll bounce back up. But he's just going from head coaching job to head coaching job.
He must have a hell of an interview.
Okay.
But let's jump in here to the next thing we want to talk about. So we want to go over this last week's game, especially with me and Quan, because things were pretty close. So I wanted to go over that in detail and the back and forth with that game.
Man.
And did you watch it?
Yeah, man. It was highly entertaining. As I thought it would be. I said that last week.
Yeah.
You
was
doubted yourself, though.
I'm not. Look, I'm betting against myself. I'm betting against myself every week.
Don't do that, man. Have a little faith.
It's been working. So I gotta keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it every single week until I see change. I mean, you laugh down until I'm in the championship. But we wanted to bring in Quan. Hey, Quan, what's up?
What's happening?
What's
to
up,
help
man?
us discuss this game here. So thanks for joining, Quan. Appreciate your time.
Hey, some major shit going down right. Major stuff going down right now.
You watching the game?
Joey B out.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Flex in the hand. They took him to the locker room.
Not my QB.
That's your QB.
Oh man! In a couple of leagues, not this one though.
Man,
that's gonna hurt a lot of people.
They took him to the locker room.
Oh man, that's gonna hurt a lot of people.
Yeah, y'all know who picked up the quarterback in our league that we're talking about.
I missed it. Who grabbed him? Was that you?
Nope.
Oh, must be Ray.
Snatcher?
Must be Ray.
Now you know who it is.
Yes.
You know who it is.
Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
That's a problem with recording on the games. We can't record on Thursdays no more.
Man.
So we wanted to bring you in and go over the game we had last week. So it was real close.
I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all.
So it was live back and forth, and I'll be honest. Like at the end of, I think it was Sunday afternoon, I was like, "Fuck it, it's done." And I stopped watching.
He gave up hope.
First quarter.
I didn't even watch the Monday night game at all. Like I watched something on Apple TV Plus.
Then, you gave up hope after a full Sunday?
Bro, all I had was James Cook. I was cooked.
James Cook fumbled the ball, got benched.
Right.
Yeah.
I went to bed. James Cook, I said, let me check the score real quick. He had 3 points. I said, this is over. I went to sleep. Yeah. I woke up and I saw Quan text in our group chat like, I blame Ray for this. And I was like, what happened? And I go to the game and I saw that he put up 100 and some yards rushing. It's like, well, I don't know what happened in the game, but in the middle of it, he wasn't doing nothing. So did he come back the fourth quarter?
Nah, he got benched for 16 straight plays or something like that. And he just went off.
Yeah.
And here's the funny part. He fumbled again on this remember the long run?
Yeah.
Fumbled again. The ball hopped, the football gods blessed him. Caught it in stride, took it like 20, 30, 40 yards?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It shouldn't have happened.
And then Keenan Allen balled out for me too. I needed that help.
Man, he been hooping. Man.
Yeah, that really helped. But what's funny though is I was watching the game in the beginning, and DeVito was doing garbage. Like the Cowboys were locking him up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm glad I made that trade with you because I knew he would be that good, especially against the fucking Cowboys. And then they were so far behind. I guess the fourth quarter he just had garbage points. So we ended up with what 20 points, 25 points?
Yeah, 20-something points. He was serviceable. Like, I knew he wasn't going to do anything, as a regular, like you don't start him. But I knew the Cowboys would go up on him. So I was like, all right, hopefully. I knew he's athletic. So I knew he would give me some scramble yards. I knew he would get some trash, garbage time points. But, man, James Cook, man.
and your
That's
boy Antonio
wild.
Gibson, and Antonio Gibson was balling
Gibson,
too.
yeah,
And
Gibson
I'm mad
balling
because
too.
I traded him to Chris, and when he dropped him, I couldn't get to him in time to pick him up.
Yep. Me and
Because I
you,
knew at
that's
some
been
point
us
in
all
time,
year.
yeah, nobody
That's
else
been
cares
us
about him but us two.
exactly.
Nobody cares about us
Every
two.
time Stavo picks up somebody off the wire, I'm like, man, it was like a split second before me. I pick him up.
Right.
Every time I pick somebody up, he's like, man, I was gonna get him.
That's how I feel
Yeah,
every
man,
time.
it's crazy, man.
So
You gotta
let's
be
see.
quick.
How do you feel about your team this year?
I
You
feel
got
great, man.
championship. You got
Yeah,
championship aspirations.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. It's just I'm going through the nasty period right now. It's the bye week killer. I'm going through it. You know, I got a bad stack with I got Dolphins,
hmm
Lamar Jackson. He really screwed me the past like last week too.
Yeah, did not
Lamar
expect
Jackson,
that.
yeah, well he gave me what 25 points. So
Yeah, need more
so I
than that from
mean
Lamar.
exactly. So man, we'll see, man. It's getting well, we're in the wintertime now, so it's gonna get nasty. So hopefully Lamar runs the rock a little bit more. But I feel good about the team, man. I love that stack I got. I love that Dolphin
Mm,
stack. I love that Dolphin stack.
It's you gonna live and die by it. But
right.
Live
when
and
it
die.
hits.
Yeah, yeah,
When it
And
hits hard.
yeah, yeah. Like I bet. I mean, I put all my chips in. We'll see. You
we'll
know.
see, man.
so
Yeah.
so so if you don't win the championship, who do you think will win besides you? Who else has the best chance?
I think Ray has the best chance. But I think the sleeper, believe it or not, if he works the waivers, his roster right, Mario. Mario got,
Interesting.
yeah, I
Okay.
think Mario got because I mean, if you look at it, it was just all Mario downfalls is just he doesn't really manage his depth right. He'll put like a D tackle on the IR, but Mario he got some hitters on his squad.
Bad management don't mean success. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you can have all the players and not know how to manage them, and you
Mhm.
yeah,
wasting away. So
yeah. If
GMs get fired all the time.
for real, I feel that
Yeah.
if I feel like if Mario locks in,
So you
I
saying
think,
Mario a bad GM?
oh yeah, yeah, Mario knows that though. You know, that's our
Oh
man's
no.
man. That's our man's. But Mario man,
He could
he
do better. He could do better.
yeah,
All right.
Man, and I mean he's like if you look at Mario from what 5, 7 years ago to now, it's like night and day. He's way better. But it's
Okay.
Yeah,
like
yeah, Morrow
You
has
love
shown
the
some
improvement.
improve.
man,
You
Yeah.
love the improvement.
Mario is up there. He just don't, it's Mario.
Because
Mario
I
don't want to.
understand that. I understand that. I feel like we all go through a period when our teams are trash and we're not engaged, or
Hmm.
like you just don't have the time, and so you lacking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
think
this
that's the
team was
only
fire in the
thing.
beginning too.
Yeah, Mario's putting up
Mm-hmm.
points, man. But Ray's definitely Ray got some hitters on the squad. Ray's balling. I
And I
think
got
we'll
some
mess.
congrats to Ray as well. I think Ray actually clinched the playoffs at first. I think he's the
You
first team
already
to clinch
clinched
the
it.
playoffs. Yeah, in this league.
I probably would have clinched
Oh
it,
So
man, if I
man,
didn't lose that game. Who knows?
no, I'm right on y'all though. I need you to
What?
lose again.
Where you at right now?
I'm in third.
Yeah, I think I got a 2 game cushion on. I think so. I need to win this week because I got one more L coming up. My Lamar Jackson bye week,
Oh, I
but
need that. I need that.
yeah,
I'm getting all the W's. I'm
yeah,
on a. I don't got no bye weeks in the way. I'm nothing but pluses right here.
yeah, yeah. It's
I'm, I'm
I
heating up.
mean, after I get past these next 2 weeks, it's smooth sailing, man. Like I mean, I went through my Dolphins week. I think I survived that one, right? No, that was last week.
that was last week when you played me. Yeah,
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 yeah, I was looking
yeah. I was
forward to
supposed
that.
to.
you took
Yeah,
that L.
that was the one. That was the one y'all got me on, man. I thought I pulled it out, but James Cook, I don't know, man. That hurts. That hurts.
So let
But
me ask you another question. So I seen you make a lot of trades this year. Probably the most I've seen in the past few years.
I got to change the name.
You got
So what do you
to.
what was your which trade do you regret the most?
Derek Carr,
So that was Derek Carr. That was some who's it?
BK,
Mario? Or BK?
BK,
Who was the trade for?
Alexander Madison.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or straight up?
yeah.
yeah.
It
That
was
was.
it was a trade. When I did the trade, it was for depth because I knew I had, I'm looking long term.
Right.
So when I made the trade, I was like, you know what? I knew I had a guaranteed L coming up. But what I didn't pay attention to was I didn't realize that all my QBs, like even Dobbs, at the time, Dobbs, his bye week was the same time as I want to say Lamar Jackson's when he was the Cardinals. So that kind of like I was good with Derek Carr, moving on. But my whole thing I was thinking of depth and maybe flipping players, and I started doing the waiver wire QB carousel. But if I could do it over, I would have just held tight. If I knew all the QBs would be dying this season, I would have held.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, I would have held on to Derek Carr, man, and just I could have got Justice Jefferson probably a week or two later from BK. So I regret that, man. I regret that.
Yeah,
You would have got more. You definitely would have got more.
Yeah.
But BK was stingy when it comes to because he has that stack with that stack, but he has with Jefferson, Chase,
hmm
and what
yeah.
was the other one? Cup.
Cup. He got Cup. He
Yeah, I
got
don't think he
Jonathan.
given him.
He got Jonathan
He,
Taylor.
he got a solid squad. I mean, he got solid receivers, but he just needs
Yeah.
a little bit of help.
He took too much L's. I think the only thing that hurts him is he took too many L's. Like if he would have somehow squeezed out maybe one or two more W's along the way, I feel like BK would have been like a force to reckon with. But
The cards are
man,
stacked against him.
the cards are stacked against him. But he has a squad. He could. I mean, he's definitely going to mess up a lot of playoff spots because I mean, moving forward,
Yeah.
I mean, like what we got: Cup, Taylor, Jefferson with Dobbs. I think I traded him. Well, me and him made a couple of trades. Um, I mean, Derek Carr it might be out for a week or two, so that might hurt him again. But
hmm
I mean, but BK has a squad that he's going to either get don't if he makes the playoffs. I don't want to play him.
Yeah. A lot of
Like,
upside.
yeah, I don't want to play him in the playoffs, man.
So looking at your team right now, who was a player that you picked that you were high on that didn't pan out for you? It's probably a commander.
Oh yeah.
probably Dotson. I don't know who drafted
Probably,
Dotson this year.
probably Dotson. It's funny, man. Sky, I
You
don't know,
almost kept
Mark.
him,
I
yeah.
don't. I don't know. If Stavo told you. I called Stavo, man, before I turned in my keepers. And I was like, man, because me and him we follow Commanders, so I'm
hmm
following Dotson. Like we saw what he did last year. We were the only ones. Me, you, and Chase probably the only ones that knew
Yeah.
his capability, like his like his talent, ceiling wise. And so I'm looking at Jalen Waddle, and compared to Tyreek Hill, you kind of downplay what Jalen Waddle is. With
hmm
but
Nah.
when we look at Dotson compared to McLaurin, and this is a talent Washington has, Dotson looks better before the season. So I was like, man, I kind of want to keep Dotson,
You
and
said
then
Dawson looked better than Waddle?
No,
yeah,
no. I mean,
I
it's
mean
kind of in
before
comparison.
the
Like
injury,
Tyreek Hill is a lot. Is a gap between Will and
yeah,
Waddle, Hill and
it's a
Waddle.
real big
But
gap
McLaurin and
between.
Oh.
Dotson is like neck and neck. Like Dotson could have been the number one receiver this year had he continued what he was doing last year. It could
Yeah,
have flipped, but
I
I
it
don't
just
mean,
know. I
didn't.
think y'all sleeping on Waddle.
no. Waddle is legit. He is
Yeah.
to me he's a
I think he's way better than Dotson.
oh
Well, hear me
hands
out. Hear me
down,
out. I told him
hands
to
down.
keep Waddle.
Yeah,
Like,
And the
yeah.
moral of the story is I told him to keep Waddle.
Stavo saved my season. Stavo saved my
relax.
season before it started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tripping.
Stavo.
Tripping, big dog.
Nah, yeah, Stavo saved my season. I feel like my biggest draft mistake actually worked out in my favor. Also, was I drafted Saquon Barkley because I'm scared of running backs. I'm scared of rookies. Bajan went off throughout the season, but Saquon Barkley got hurt, stayed consistent, and now you
hmm
look at Bajan Robinson. That would have been L's back to back for me if I would have had Bajan. You know what I'm saying? Bijan
Yeah.
Robinson too. So it's like, man, fantasy, man, it's crazy, man. Like how everything works itself out. I regret long term wise, keeper wise, not having Bijan Robinson, but maybe it might have saved me the headache too, because that would have been a first round draft pick gone from me every year. And I don't
Mm.
think
Yeah.
I don't. with the Falcons, I don't think that's worth it, man.
Yeah. So
So
speaking of headache,
I'm gonna come back to that, but go ahead,
yeah,
Scholar.
yeah. So speaking of headache, who gives you a headache in the league? Like, who's your league nemesis? Every year, like they just happens to beat you.
Probably Stavo, man. Stavo, like for some reason, man.
Stavo got
Like,
ops, dog. He got
man,
ops. A lot
Stavo,
of people feel
man.
that way, man. A lot of people
I
feel
don't
that
know
way.
how. And it's like it's crazy. Stavo, he's in the playoffs every year. You know,
Out of nowhere or
out
at
of
the top.
nowhere. He's tough. Like, man, Mario sucks to trade with, but Stavo, it's like you build like a relationship with him throughout the season. Like you might do like a simple trade, or you might do some fantasy talk with him. And then when you like want to work out a trade, the whole time Stavo keeping notes on what you need. Man,
Oh
ask
boy,
Stavo.
prepared. He
Man,
prepared.
for 2 weeks, man, I was trying to get a quarterback off Stavo. And the deal was fair. But Stavo, you know, he's looking at the whole scope. He's like, Stavo knows he's gonna be in the playoffs most likely. And he's like, he just went in like, man, he was just like, nah, I'll give you what was the dude you offered me?
Can't remember. I talked to so many trades
Man,
this year.
he
Can't
offered
remember
me
what
a
it was.
scrub. Man, he offered me a
It
scrub
wasn't
quarterback.
that bad.
Man. And I'm
It
just
wasn't that
like,
bad.
I'm looking at him like, all right, man. Okay. But man, Stavo, man, definitely Stavo, man. He like Stavo. Yeah, man. Stavo, man. It's
I
ridiculous.
can't help it. It is what it is at this point in time. I mean, you've been in this league for this long.
Yeah.
You know,
You get it. You get it.
It's bound to
you're
happen.
gonna lose to somebody.
I
Right.
feel like this league is I feel like the past 2 or 3 years I finally hit my stride in the league. Like, you know, the besides Gibson being a commander, me knowing about him, it's like I noticed that he was doing the kickoff returns. And so I was like, you know what? He don't get no tick in the backfield, but he'll get you 4 or 5 points, you know, receiving and running, but like at he's never at any point like a fair caught or touchback a kickoff. He's one of the few people in the league that takes he takes kickoffs back every time. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
like that's why I picked up him. But I mean that's Stavo stuff, man. Like, you know, I mean, Scott, you know, when you first came in the league, you didn't really pay attention to kickoff returns and punt return people either, you know?
Nah.
Yeah, he was lost when he first came in.
Man, I was like, man,
But
this is really developed. I gotta get on my
it's a
Yeah,
lot.
shit.
It's a lot, yeah.
yeah. That's a
Every time
lot,
somebody
man.
new comes in, you got to sit them down. Like, look, this is how the league runs.
Man,
Yeah, man. You
that
gotta get
live waiver wire,
educated.
man. That live waiver wire is
yeah, can't lose that.
Facts.
You got to keep that. But I
Facts.
got a question for you, though. I got a question for both of y'all. So I briefly spoke to Scholar about an idea I had to make a league change, and it goes back to your comment about Bijan in the first round pick. So it's just like a high level idea, and it could be trash, but I want to get your opinion on it. So in the league we have the keepers, and you lose the round that you drafted them. So if you have Bijan, say you drafted him in the first round, and you want to keep him for the first round next year, but you're like, man, I would love to keep him, but I want to have that first round, lose that first round pick. So what would be the idea of allowing people to say, okay, you know what, I want to keep Bijan in the second round instead, but then you got to pay for that move back.
Okay.
So let's say if I want to move from the first to second round, see, I don't have it to the T and how I'm gonna do the finance part of it, the money part of it, but just for an idea, like you want to move from first to second round, you pay $50, and that $50 goes to the pot, and the league winner gets that money. And if you want to move to the second to third round, it's $40, and then 30, 20, 10, and then 10 be the fifth round, and after the 10th round, you just be $10 for every single round from that point forward. But let's say you want to move from the first round to the third round, it'll be that 50 plus that 40, it'll be $90, because those first few rounds is the big ones. I want to make it too easy, because I want people to be cashed out, be too easy. But if you do $50, $40, like you want to move Bijan to the third round, I'm gonna need $90. That make it
I
seem
like
a
that.
lot better, and you have a better chance of drafting a better team to win. So I mean, you might get that money back when you win
I
the
like
league.
that. I like that. I think I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
And I think that people will start, shelling out a little bit of money. People will definitely move, fourth, fifth, sixth rounds, move those players back. So it might add extra like $100 or so to the pot. But I mean, at the end of the year, the winner making extra money.
I think what you should do is instead of throwing it towards the pot for the championship, bring back the other stuff, the pots that we took away.
Oh, the first to 500 or first to 400.
First to 400. There was another one. What top highest scoring record or what was it?
Oh
Highest
yeah,
scoring top
highest
place
scoring match of the
first
year.
player. You know what I'm saying? Like
We still
like
have a lot of, so we still have the highest score. Well, let me pull it up for
we
myself.
do.
Yeah, so we don't have the first to 400 anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but we do have the team who has the highest. Let me pull up it. The best regular season record is
Mm-hmm.
$30. The highest score for the league at the end of the year is for regular season is $30 as well, and then the highest score for each week is $10.
Okay.
So we
I
still have that.
like
I just took away the highest or first to 400 because nobody really cares about it anymore.
I like that one. But but I'm biased though because I have a high scoring team, but I feel like to me, that makes the league, like a lot of times when you're going throughout the league, look at you, for example, or you or BK, for example, y'all got hit with injuries, like
Yeah.
unfortunate stuff. But at any given time, like for you, maybe at the beginning of the season where the injuries hit, or for BK later in the season for his team being like he has a lethal team, he can still, at the end of the day, leave the league with a little something like, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
like I thought it was dope. I thought like the way you did that, it was always like a little cool like cash
So the
rollout.
first to 400 was I thought it was really cool
50.
at first.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like when we first did it for a few years, it was like, oh, I bet we the 400 club. Like everybody was all cool about it. It was a thing. And then
Mm-hmm.
at some point in time, like nobody cared anymore. I was like, oh, you got 400. I bet, move on. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's kind of lost its prestige a little bit. So I said, okay, let's take that money and do something else with it because a lot of people complain about how they have a bad record, but they're putting up all these points. People say all the time, well, I lost this week, but I put the second highest points up in the league this week. So I
Mm-hmm.
lost in the first place player. So I figured, let's put some money aside for that team who at the end of the regular season scored the most points, regardless of what
Mm-hmm.
the record was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I made that shift for that. So yeah, I guess they can go back through and decide how to do the money issue. But then at a high level, I just wanted to get an idea of how y'all felt about the premise of the idea and like
Yeah.
the structure of it.
I like it.
But yeah, either way it goes, I like that. But I'm with y'all. I think it was episode, what was it, Bye Week Killer episode? I'm with the look. I vote yes for another IR spot.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I'm
I think
waiting
a
I'm
for
lot
gonna
of
some
put
people
that.
shine.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the league before playoffs start. While everybody's still paying attention and get everybody's votes. In playoffs hit, half the league gonna drop out and be like, "Fuck it, I'm done."
Right.
I think this year made everybody feel it across the board. Everybody got hit
Man,
Right.
with, man, QBs, man. Like, we never had a season where this many QBs,
That's why
yeah,
folks is hoarding them.
man.
Because
It's
you
it's
can't
a
be
good,
mad at it.
yeah, it's a strategic play. Like, get up on the app. It is what it is.
it's been brutal. It really has been brutal, and I've been
Uh-huh,
feeling it the most because every quarterback I have, I
uh-huh.
lose.
But, let's be real. Like, I hoarded quarterbacks in this league. I hoarded quarterbacks. Ray, I think Stavo.
Oh
But it
yeah,
makes the
well, it's
league,
not the point.
man. It makes the league fun, man. Like, this season has been the most trades ever since.
I
You
feel that
know,
way. I thought it was just me.
Yeah.
I felt that way. This is about the most
Yeah.
trades
It
I've
this
felt
seen.
good
is
like it was an active league. Like folks was
Yeah,
man.
actually online with it.
This has been an active league, man,
Because
for real.
sometimes it be dead, like it
Mm-hmm.
don't be popping.
Mm-hmm. Everybody taking chances on quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what trade deadline is
it's
Sunday,
Saturday,
Saturday.
Yep.
It's gonna be
18th.
it's gonna be some fireworks, man. I feel it.
I
I
believe it.
feel it, man.
You got
I
you got one
feel it.
coming?
I
That
think
wasn't
I'm
the
more
worst.
honestly the Pacheco trade. I feel like that solidified me. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I feel like it because I was kind of wilding toward. I don't know, man. I made some dumb drops, man. But my depth,
Excuse me.
I feel like the Pacheco trade put my depth back right. So I think I might be chilling. I think I'm
Mm.
good, man. I mean, if my quarterbacks go out, they go out. But I think I'm gonna ride it through the sunset at this point, man.
All right,
We'll
bro.
see.
We'll see what happens. We appreciate you for joining us. We're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
drop you off here, and then we can go into our picks up to finish everything out. But
All right, man.
thanks for coming in.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
We'll watch you later, man.
All
Appreciate you,
righty.
man.
All right, man. Cheers to the champ.
Bad. So that's some good information right there. I didn't realize I was a nemesis.
You love it when your ops let you know who they are.
You know who
Hate the
your haters
cyber
are.
hater. Yeah.
All right, so let's go quickly over these picks. We're running long today.
Let's
So
tell everybody how right I am. I love to hear this
yeah,
part.
so let's just go ahead and go through it. So you got them all right last week. You're all right. Yay. But look,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get them all right because I'm gonna vote against myself every week and I'm gonna win every week. So I'm gonna have at least one wrong, right? that
Okay.
math for
If
you.
that if that's how you want to go about it, that's a unique perspective. I don't judge.
It's working so far. I'm gonna keep doing it. But we were so I picked against myself, of course. You picked Kwan, so you won that one, of course. And I picked you first BK, which you won.
Yep.
And then Chase beat who's that? Clarence. I picked Clarence as sleeper. Didn't work out for me.
Told you
Both
Chase
picks.
teams is bubbling up.
It has been. It has been. It has been. It's been, but I was right about Eamon though. I chose Eamon over Mari. I said the same thing about Eamon. That his team is getting
Yeah.
is coming back too.
That's for sure. That's for
His
sure.
team's getting strong. He's trying to trade that most of the way, but
Yeah. He hit me up for Mostert tonight.
he tried to trade me most of it as well. He wanted me to give him Debo.
Yeah, he's looking for a receiver. I just ain't
Yeah,
got one to give you, brother.
I was I almost did it, and
Right,
I
it's
might still do
tempting,
it.
right? It's
Yeah,
tempting, right?
it really is.
But I have
Excuse
four.
me.
I have four great running backs. There's just
I'm
no
not a
room
fan
for another one.
of their schedule as well going forward,
Yeah, they
especially
got
for
a
the
tough one.
playoffs.
Yeah,
But he has most of it in interchange. So it's like you got to start either both those each week, or you can't bench one because if one go off from the bench, you're gonna be mad.
right.
So that puts you at 14-6. I'm 11-9. I'm just slowly getting further and further away, but that's all right. We're gonna catch up this week. So we got me. Well, maybe because I got me versus Chris. I'm gonna choose Chris because I'm gonna do the opposite thing. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Nah, man, this is your unofficial bye week, as Ray likes to call it. The unofficial bye week. I'm gonna go you.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, just this. I don't know if Keenan Allen's gonna play,
I hope it does.
and and is the Dameon Pierce still out, or is he practicing yet?
I think he's practicing,
If
but I
he's
don't know if
practicing, he
he's gonna
plays, and
play.
my Singletary shares can go down too. So I mean, he's getting Justin Fields back too. He got Kelsey. I mean, he got some. I don't want to say he got hitters on his team, but they could put up some numbers. His first win could be against me on some bullshit.
And then you would have to give him $1. Then you got me versus Chase. I think this is gonna
Yeah,
be a good one.
I got you. I got you on this one. You
Yeah,
got too many heavy hitters in your team.
yeah, man. I'm gonna go me on this one always.
And we got Mario versus BK. Who you got?
BK. I don't. I think Mario continues to slide.
I don't think so. I think Mario comes back this week. I was
Ooh.
worried about it because I guess he needed
Who's
a
his
QB.
quarterback? Yeah,
He
who's his
got
quarterback?
Dobbs. He got Dobbs, and he got who's the other quarterback? I don't forget who the other quarterback is. Let me look at it real quick. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not Dobbs. He has Purdy. Purdy
And
and Matt
who
Stafford.
else?
Purdy, Stafford, and Ritter.
Okay, we'll see.
I got Mario.
Okay, that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one.
And then we have Clarence and Ray. Who you got?
I got Ray.
I got Ray.
I like the matchups his teams have on his players.
Ray's on a 5-game winning streak.
And he will not let me not hear it.
He texted you and told you that?
Yeah, man. He is in his bag this season. He is in his bag this season. And you know how Ray is. He gonna let you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He will. But I gotta give it to him. I mean, he is killing it this year so far.
He is.
Not over yet.
That's what I said.
And then see here. Lastly, we got Quan Neiman. I got Quan.
I got Quan as well.
I think he's right. I think that Pacheco trade kind of put him over the top a little bit. It really helped him out.
Agreed. I definitely agree.
Shit, my damn throat killed me. Excuse me. But even though I chose Quan over Eamon, I still think Eamon's team is gonna be a sleeper team.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, I'm not counting Eamon out.
I never do.
Only one I count now is Chris. Everybody else has a chance still. I mean, I'm 4-6. I think about 4 or 5 of us are 4-6, I believe.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could be right there next week, depending on how things go.
All it takes is one game at this point.
Yeah, it's 4 of us at 4-6, and 3 are 6-4. So I mean, right there. Right there. Man. I mean, I'm mad that we had this whole conversation with Quan, and y'all talking about Mario and Ray. Ain't nobody say nothing, no sleeper about me coming back. I got no love. BK got love.
Nobody. Hey, bro, ain't nobody said nothing about my team, and I'm on a huge winning streak. I'm 6-4.
Me too. I'm on a 2-game winning streak,
bro. Like I'm elevating right now. We on a different level. You just trying to win. You just trying to win. I'm trying to score points.
To destroy.
Yeah, I'm trying to score points. I'm not concerned about winning.
Look, let me get Devontae Adams on the same page as Keenan Allen. It's gonna be a problem.
And you think that's gonna happen?
I mean, he's getting more looks now, at least with Antonio Pierce. But I think it's a wrap.
Yeah, all right then. You tried to talk yourself into that. It's okay.
I might stick it to the playoffs and then lose the first round, but I'm trying to if I win that first game, make somebody's day, piss somebody off. Take somebody to the playoffs. That'd be great, but I don't know. It's a stretch. I gotta win. I can't lose but one more game.
That's what I'm saying. You'll be all right.
But I have a chance. I have hope.
There is light at the end of the tunnel.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here today. I'm gonna try to catch the end of this game. Hopefully, Burrow's back in. For those of y'all who care. But that's all we got for this week. We'll see y'all next week, y'all, in the huddle.
Peace.
Yeah.